Her fingers shake over the trackpad. A transfer line repeats like a heartbeat. $5,000. Again. And again. Her throat tightens. Her stomach turns. This is not groceries. Not rent. Not childcare. It is something else. Something hidden. Something hungry. She scrolls. She blinks hard. The numbers stay. The account name means nothing to her. But the pattern means everything. Monthly. Precise. Cold. She hears the house breathe around her. Her daughter sleeps down the hall. Jake's side of the bed is empty. Late night again. Her hands go numb. But to understand how she got here, we need to go back. This is the story of how Emily discovered betrayal had a budget, and how the truth left a money trail. Let me take you back to where it all began. Welcome to Twisted Vault, where trust shatters and truth surfaces. This is Emily, a 34-year-old marketing manager in Texas. She is a hardworking single mom at heart, loyal to a fault, a resilient optimist. What she would discover would change her idea of love, and she never saw the nightmare forming beside her. Emily meets Jake at a local networking event. He is charming, easy smile, firm handshake. He talks about business like it is a mission. He talks about family like it is a promise. He follows her to her car with an umbrella. It is not even raining. He says he wants to keep her safe anyway. Their first months feel like a movie. He sends flowers to her office. He plans surprise picnics. He remembers her coffee order after one sip. Emily has worked for everything she owns, so his generosity feels like relief. A partner, a provider, a teammate. They build a life fast. 10 years together. 8 years married. A joint home purchase in a quiet Texas neighborhood. A backyard for future laughter. A kitchen for future holidays. Then their daughter arrives, 5 years old now. Emily stares at her tiny fingers and cries. Jake cries too. He says they are blessed. Jake's public persona is spotless. Charismatic small business owner. The stand-up guy at church. The hero at every barbecue. He carries folding chairs for older women. He prays with men who need comfort. He pats Emily's shoulder and calls her his rock. Emily believes him. She wants to believe him. She works long hours at her tech firm. Marketing campaigns, deadlines, quarterly goals. Then she comes home and becomes mom. Homework songs, bath time, bedtime stories. Jake says his business will cover the big dreams. College fund, family trips, the better car. Emily lets herself exhale. They share accounts. They share plans. Jake handles investments. Emily handles day-to-day bills. He tells her he is good with money. He says she should not carry that stress. She thanks him. She kisses him. She trusts him. She sacrifices in quiet ways. She skips lunches to save. She wears old work shoes longer. She turns down girls' nights to stay home. She wants stability more than sparkle. Jake promises both. He says their future is locked in. Then the rhythm shifts. Small at first, then louder. But she had no idea what was coming. Jake starts having frequent late nights at the office. New clients, he says. Big opportunities, he says. His excuses are vague. His eyes avoid hers. Emily tells herself it is pressure. She tells herself good men hustle. Then he develops a sudden interest in crypto investments. He talks fast. He uses buzzwords. Emily asks questions. He dismisses her like she's a child. Side hustle, he says. Trust me, he says. She hates the tone, but she swallows it. Next, new designer clothes appear in his closet. A gym membership card shows up in his wallet. He claims they are client gifts. He laughs like it is nothing. Emily forces a smile. Looking back, she should have seen it. Then she finds a secret phone. He calls it his work burner. For business deals, he says. He keeps it face down. He sleeps with it under his pillow. Emily's chest tightens. But love makes you blind to what you do not want to see. Suspicion grows like mold in a hidden corner. Jake becomes protective of his schedule. He steps outside for calls. He lowers his voice when she walks in. He showers the moment he gets home. He smells like hotel soap. Emily tells herself she is tired. She tells herself she is imagining it. But the money starts feeling off. Their savings do not climb like before. Their credit card balance spikes, then resets. Jake says it is normal business flow. He says she worries too much. He kisses her forehead and walks away. Emily begins tracking receipts. She hates herself for it. She feels disloyal. Yet her gut does not rest. At work, her focus breaks. She stares at spreadsheets and sees his face. At home, she listens for his car. Her daughter asks where Daddy is. Emily lies with a gentle voice. Drop a comment if you have ever ignored red flags like this. Because the mind will protect the heart until it cannot. And then she saw it. Tax prep season arrives. Emily sits at the kitchen table with statements. She is organized. She is responsible. She flips pages. She highlights expenses. Then she pauses. A monthly transfer. $5,000 each time. To an unfamiliar account. Not once. Not twice. Over and over. She freezes. Her heart stops. Her mouth goes dry. It is real. She checks the dates. They match his late nights. They match his new clothes. They match the gym. Her hands shake so hard the papers whisper. She feels nausea rise. She stands. She sits. She cannot decide. She opens the family iCloud account. They share it for photos of their daughter. Jake never changed the settings. Emily's fingers hover. Then they move. His email loads. A subject line flashes. For my queen. Her vision blurs. She clicks. Hotel receipts. Room service charges. 2 names on reservations. Love letters written like prayers. Wire transfers labeled for my queen. Emily's lungs lock. She slides to the floor. Tears hit the tile. Her hands claw at her shirt. She cannot get air. Hyperventilating in the dark. The laptop screen keeps glowing. A spotlight on her marriage. A spotlight on her humiliation. If this story is gripping you, hit that like button. Because this is where the truth turns brutal. Emily keeps reading. She wants to stop. She cannot stop. There are photos. Not explicit, but intimate. A hand on his chest. Her necklace on his fingers. A caption that says, "Soon we are free." Emily whispers, "Who are you?" Her voice cracks on the tile. Then she sees a business email thread. Not romantic. Strategic. Jake and his business partner. Her name is Lauren. Emily has met her. Smiled at her. Hugged her at church events. Lauren writes about budgets and cover stories. Lauren writes about moving funds quietly. But that was not even the worst part. Jake is funneling company money to Lauren. Their lavish affair is built on fraud. Trips, gifts, hotels, paid through accounts Emily never monitored. Then Emily finds another thread. Lauren used Emily's joint business credit card. Charges labeled as supplies. Charges for boutiques and spa packages. Emily's name sits on the statements like a trap. Then the final email. A plan. They will frame Emily for embezzlement. They will claim she accessed accounts for personal spending. Jake writes that Emily is too trusting. Lauren writes that Emily will fold under pressure. Emily's tears dry into heat. Betrayal becomes something sharper. Protection. For her daughter. For her future. She stands up slowly. Her shaking stops. Her mind becomes clear. But the worst part was still ahead. Morning comes like a dare. Jake walks in, cheerful. Coffee in hand. He kisses Emily's cheek. She does not move. The living room is staged like a courtroom. Printed evidence covers the coffee table. Bank transfers. Email screenshots. Hotel receipts. Jake's smile falters. His eyes flicker. Emily points to the papers. "Sit," she says. Her voice is calm. That scares him more. Jake tries to laugh. He says, "What is this?" Emily slides the bank printouts forward. "You have been bleeding us dry for her. Our daughter's college fund," Emily says. Jake's face drains. He denies it first. He says she misunderstood. He says it is business. Emily taps the love letters. "For my queen," she says. "Who is your queen, Jake?" His shoulders slump. Then he blubbers. Words fall out messy. He confesses the affair. He says midlife crisis. He says loneliness. He says pressure. He begs forgiveness. Emily holds up the framing emails. "And this," she says, "you plan to ruin me. You plan to take her gifts and hand me handcuffs." Jake sobs harder. He reaches for her hand. Emily pulls back. "Do not touch me," she says. Her voice is ice. What happened next changed everything. That night, Emily calls a lawyer. She files for emergency divorce. She freezes joint accounts. She requests a restraining order. She documents every transfer and message. She also calls Jake's other partner, the one not in the affair. An audit begins. Emails become evidence. Bank trails become maps. The IRS takes interest in the fraud. About 25% of divorces involve infidelity. The American Psychological Association says so. About 40% get found through money or digital trails. Divorce attorneys see it daily. About 70% report financial losses over $20,000. Emily becomes one of those statistics, but she refuses to stay a victim. 6 months later, Jake's business collapses. Contracts vanish. Accounts get seized. Lauren dumps him when the investigation tightens. She saves herself first. Jake is left with debt and shame. In court, Emily's evidence protects her. The embezzlement story dies fast. Jake loses custody beyond supervised visits. He loses the house. He loses the church respect he fed on. He ends up driving for Uber. He works nights. He watches other families laugh in his back seat. 2 years later, Emily lives in a new home. Smaller, warmer, fully hers. She earns a promotion at work. Therapy rebuilds her confidence. She starts dating a kind colleague. Slowly, carefully. Her daughter excels in school and smiles easier. Emily runs a successful side hustle podcast. It helps betrayed spouses recover. Emily lost her marriage and her best friend in one night, but she gained something more valuable. She gained herself back. She learned that love without honesty is a trap. She learned that receipts can tell the truth. And she learned she can survive the worst. Sometimes the people we trust most become the ones who hurt us deepest. Share this video with someone who needs to hear that betrayal does not define them. If you have a story of betrayal and karma, share it in the comments below. Hit like if this story moved you. Subscribe to Twisted Vault for more stories where the truth always surfaces. Next week we uncover another betrayal that will leave you speechless.